Опять шейдеров подготовка. А что готовить-то? Вчера же готовил. Вари горшочек, да? Почему капслок-то, блин?
I suppose some introductions are in order.
Ай, надо.
Can I help you? Ah, you're the new 5th year. I'm Sebastian Sallow. Welcome to Slytherin.
Thank you.
Not everyone has a ministry escort to school.
He was a friend of Professor Fig's who merely joined us for the ride.
Still, impressive. Dreadful way to go, poor fellow. Glad you and Fig are all right.
It was dreadful, certainly, but quite an experience nonetheless.
Interesting perspective. How did you and Fig manage to escape?
It's all still a bit of a blur, to be honest.
Didn't mean to press. You just get yourself settled. We can talk more later.
What book were you reading?
A spell book I picked up. Has a few interesting things, but not exactly what I was looking for. I'm sure you'll find out soon enough. But not every spell you may need can be found in our assigned textbooks.
Are you saying some spells aren't taught at Hogwarts? Which ones?
Seems I may have met a kindred spirit. That is a conversation for another time.
Не
It
смейся,
was good meeting you. Good luck today.
челепук.
I wouldn't do that if I were you. Ugh, not going to move there, are you?
Here, watch this.
Don't say I didn't warn you.
Checkmate.
Told you. You should have listened to me. Ah, I know who you are. You're the new Slytherin, the one who barged in with Professor Fig last night. Interesting tactic on your first day, taking all the attention away from the first years. I'm Imelda, by the way. Shame I wasn't with you and Fig. I could have lured that dragon away. My skills on a broom are legendary.
Perhaps Professor Fig's friend would have survived if we'd had your help.
Precisely. Perhaps one of these days I'll show you a thing or two about flying. I can teach you more than Kagawa ever could. Speaking of which, I'd like to get in some time on my broom before classes.
Читать вот эти переводы прям не...
Do you have a lot of time to fly during school?
I make the time. There's nothing like swerving through the spires of the castle and around the Quidditch pitch to clear the mind.
Are you a keen wizard chess
Почему
fan?
он херово так
You
меня
knew that boy was
показывает
going to lose the
на
match.
на
Not
записи
really.
потом?
Much too sedate a pastime for me. Also, it's simply not that challenging. The moves are always so obvious. Why does no one else see it?
Are you a keen wizard chess fan? You knew that boy was going to lose the match.
Not really. Much too sedate a pastime for me. Also, it's simply not that challenging. The moves are always so obvious. Why does no one else see it?
Goodbye, Imelda.
Nice meeting you.
Nothing yet. I think I heard one.
Doubt mermaids find us that interesting. Ah, based on all the chatter when you entered the common room, I'm guessing you're the new 5th year. I'm Ominous. Ominous Gaunt.
Nice to meet you, Ominous.
Well, you certainly had a memorable arrival.
Well, if I'm going to make my mark here, I had to start right away.
Я буду слепой.
You're definitely in the right house. Do let me know if I can be of any help as you navigate your first days here, though I doubt you'll need it.
Кто-то смотрит не туда.
Did that student say he thought he heard a mermaid?
Yes, but I've never heard of a mermaid showing up outside our common room window. It is fun to play along, though. Been known to keep some first years on the lookout for hours.
Were you expecting to be sorted into Slytherin?
Most certainly. My family on my father's side are direct descendants of Salazar Slytherin, one of the 4 founders of Hogwarts. Not something I'm especially proud of, mind you. He was obsessed with blood status, a pure-blood maniac. Unfortunately, most of his descendants do not fall far from that tree.
Ну, не смотрит куда-то.
Thank you, Ominous. Very nice to meet you.
Pleasure was all mine. Don't be a stranger.
Слепой.
Is the new 5th year Slytherin in here? Professor Weasley's waiting for you just by the stairs. Have you ever had a quantum leap?
Good
Я все
morning. I
Слизерин.
trust you're ready for your first day at Hogwarts?
I've been dreaming of this day for a long time. Can't believe I'm here.
Well, you are here. Make the most of it. You only have one first day at Hogwarts. Now, in light of your unique situation, joining us as a 5th year, you'll need to catch up with your classmates and not fall behind. Especially as you'll be expected to complete your OWLs at the end of the year.
OWLs? Owls?
Yes, your ordinary wizarding level exams. They will determine what type of career you can have when you leave here. After much discussion with the headmaster and the Department of Magical Education at the Ministry, we've devised something extraordinary to ensure your success. Here you are.
What is it?
It is a wizard's field guide. It will help you to keep track of what you are learning so that you master all that's expected of a 5th year.
Куда сразу 5-й курс?
You would be wise to take full advantage of this exceptionally valuable resource.
Thank you, Professor, but what do you mean it will keep track of what I'm learning?
Perhaps seeing it in action will answer any questions you may have. Walk with me and we shall put it to the test. This way.
Ощущение, что яркости многовато, блин. И ярко. Где яркость? Что за сундук?
I certainly would have appreciated something like the field guide when I was a student. Using the guide will also train you to be alert to your
Lumos.
surroundings.
Я сказал климакс.
The guide will give you opportunities to practice your magic and educate yourself about wizarding lore. Do keep up. Why don't you cast Revelio on that statue and see what details the field guide can...
Revelio.
Кельпи, водяной демон, оборотень, родом из Ирландии и Великобритании. Блять, вот это Ирландия и Великобритания. Чё? Ёб твою мать.
clever, isn't it? Keep your eyes open for more opportunities like that, inside and outside of
Это, конечно, блядь. Кто такие очки напялили? Я помать.
You've been practicing.
Естественно.
Ah, good timing. Perfect opportunity to show you how to use flue flames to get around a bit quicker. Your field guide contains a map of the castle. Open it up and find Central Hall.
Что? Здорово, великолепно.
And here we are. Quite the time saver. These stairs lead directly to Central Hall.
Это
You
заебумба.
can get almost anywhere in the castle quickly from Central Hall.
Блять, вкус этой
Always something
Карта
happening
зубного
here.
во рту
It's the
поганая.
heart of the hive. Our King's Cross station, so to speak. That should be all for now. You'll be expected to attend both Charms and Defense Against the Dark Arts classes today. And I'd like to be sure you get to Hogsmeade as soon as possible to replace the supplies you lost on the way here.
You mentioned Hogsmeade, Professor.
Hogsmeade is the only all-wizarding village in Britain and is home to an array of shops and pubs. You should be able to find all of the school supplies you require in Hogsmeade. You will also, I imagine, enjoy many a butterbeer there with friends in due
сливочное
course.
пиво. Сильно.
Can you tell me more about the Defense Against the Dark Arts class?
Defense Against the Dark Arts, as the name implies, focuses on how to defend oneself against the evils that lurk beyond these walls. A mastery of Defense Against the Dark Arts is required for those who aspire to become auras. Fortunately, we are lucky to have the ever-gifted Professor Hecat in charge of our students' education in that regard.
What will I learn in Charms class?
Exactly what you might expect. Spells, charms, jinxes, all terribly useful. I think you will enjoy Professor Ronan. He's a clever and entertaining wizard, and a talented teacher.
Thank you, Professor Weasley.
A lot to absorb on your first day, and you have much to learn. Happily, your professors have agreed to create additional assignments for you outside of class. You'll be
Базара
up
вот
to
это
speed in no
вообще
time.
прям
Judging by
удручает.
your adept use of Revelio earlier, I'd say Professor Fig succeeded in at least showing you the basics.
He did, Professor.
He's been terribly vague as to the events preceding your arrival, specifically about what happened after that awful dragon attack. My suspicion is that there's more to the story than a search for belongings and an extended trip up to the castle.
We did take a bit of a detour on the way here. Ended up exploring some ruins and... I shouldn't say more.
Exploring ruins? Well, I presume Professor Fig has his reasons for keeping the details to himself for now. Speak of the devil, Professor Fig. Your ears must have been burning.
Oh?
Yes. You seem to have provided our new fifth year with a solid foundation in the basics of spellcasting.
Ah, I'm afraid I can't take all the credit there, Professor. They've a rare aptitude for magic, it seems.
Well, I'm just glad you both arrived in one piece. Perfectly good boats and carriages to Hogwarts, and you chose to fly in the path of a dragon.
I wouldn't say I chose the dragon's path, Professor. Rather unfortunately, it would seem that it chose us.
Very well. Enough chit-chat. I need to get to class myself. Might I rely on you, Professor Fig, to explain the details of the field guide's map?
Of course.
Thank you. Good luck today. And remember to use your field guide. It will be invaluable to you. And invaluable to me, as I'll be using it to keep up to date on your progress.
Yes, Professor.
Come and find me in my classroom after you've attended both classes today, and I'll explain more about those assignments I mentioned. And we'll see if we can't get you to Hogsmeade for those supplies.
Почему он, блядь, через раз работает? Так,
It's good to see you, Professor.
And
Фигой
you,
поговорить надо.
I was hoping our paths would cross today, before you immersed yourself in studies. Did I hear you and Professor Weasley talking about exploring ruins?
She caught me off guard. I didn't tell her anything else about our travels here. I will say, I think she suspects we're not being entirely forthcoming.
Yes, well, Professor Weasley is a brilliant and astute witch. It was right to keep the details to yourself for now. We don't know where this path we've embarked upon will lead. It may require a bit more flexibility with your time than she would approve of. And she may feel obliged to share details with the headmaster that would be better left between us.
Understood, Professor.
Good. Now, as capable as you are, I believe the ability you possess obliges you to be well-trained. Happily, you have the benefit of an exceptionally skilled team of witches and wizards to guide you. Speaking of guides, and so that I may avoid another not-so-subtle reproof from Professor Weasley, why don't I show you the clever enchantment we included in the field guide's map? Unfold it and have a look.
И прокачаться надо, да?
The map is enchanted to help you find your way.
This will be incredibly helpful. Thank you.
Now, sounds like you've quite a day ahead, what with classes and a trip to Hogsmeade for supplies,
Big college.
including your own wand. You'll enjoy Mr. Ollivander. He's an exceptional craftsman and a good friend. I shall reach out when I have more information about our mysterious locket. For now, focus on your classes and pay attention. More than your owls may hinge on the magic you are able to master within these walls.
Это зачарованный компас, что ли? Опа, 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 опа. Что с ФПСом? Вчера под 160 было, а сегодня что за хуйня? Вчера было так пиздато, а сегодня так охуенно. Очень интересно. Это вот это вот. Зернистость эту, блядь.
Professor Ronan tends to go on a bit.
А вот оно что, да?
Here, behind you. There is an open
Not
seat here.
say on night.
Thank you.
Hello,
Писун,
I am
что ли?
Letty. So you are the new student. Have you met Professor Ronan yet?
Shall we begin?
Чё, чувак,
Welcome to year
кабитейте?
5 of charms. Now, this will be a crucial year in your education on the art of charm work. But I am confident that we will take hold with the passion and rigor requisite of such a challenge. Right, now, everyone, please open your textbooks to page 517. But before we begin, can anyone here tell me the difference between the incantations of the color change and growth charms? Anyone? Anyone? I am afraid it is too late to study now. My, the summer months must have really taken a toll on you all. By the looks of it, you all spent your holidays practicing Obliviate on one another. Do you even remember how to perform a basic summoning charm? Well, it seems that we are in dire need of a
Здорово,
review.
Фокс.
Everyone get into pairs and take positions on opposite sides of the classroom. Now let's put those textbooks to use as the blunt objects you so believe they are, and take turns summoning them out of one another's hands. Only one book will be needed per partnership, Miss Dale. Thank you. Get into place now.
Ну, только начинаем учиться. И я думаю, все получится. Колдун, молдун. Ахалай-махалай, донат залетай. Акцию, говорит. Акции отдай. И забрал.
You are a swift learner. I see a lot of potential, but remember, potential is nothing without practice. Keep at it. You might just rival Miss Onai here. Very good, everyone. That's enough of that. Well, as you all seem to have the basics down, and it is an exceptionally lovely day, I was thinking that we might have ourselves a little excursion outside for a spot of fresh air. After me.
По-английски он сильно шпарит. Автор мимный. Фазер, мазер, фатхер, матхер, даухтер, гранд, махтер. А че сегодня с
I've always
ФПСом?
found that fun goes hand in hand with mastery, as I'm sure the Quidditch players amongst us would agree.
Пиратство 60 сегодня 8.
What better than a bit
Что
of
за
sport?
шляпа?
Put our prowess with the summoning charm to the test, right? So why don't we have our newest student start us off? Very simply, cast Accio on one of the spheres and relinquish your charm at the luckiest possible moment. Now, think of this like gobstone. Excellent control there.
Зашибумба, блядь.
Very good.
Видал, как могу? И так могу, и так могу, и вот так могу. Блядь.
Very good. Points to Slytherin. But there's certainly no sport in playing without some friendly competition. Miss Onai, would you care to give our new student a bit of a challenge? Come on up.
Точно таджик, не англичанин, судя по его произношению.
You'll be the blues, just as before, and Miss Onai, you are playing red. Clear?
Yes, sir.
Я яйца. Я тоже так подумал. Ты чё, ядрёная кочерга? Я тебя сейчас натяну на галстук. Пиз... А чё он так быстро покатился? Он до этого быстрее, медленно катился. А, вот так вот, да? Ну ты собака. А до этого в тренировке все было медленнее. Что ли? А почему так-то, блядь? Меня где-то обманули, сука, я еще не понял где. Говнище! Я еще раз хочу, я понял.
Let us make this a bit more interesting.
Давай, 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 давай дадим дробовики каждому. Я вас быстро тут всех распедалю. Дайте мне калашников и дробовик, и я вам покажу, кто тут хозяин. А что ты палку в жопу мне засунул? Смотри. Вот это да. Обломайся. Сосеписка. Это заклинание такое, сосеписка. Не получилось. Опа, телепортуха. Видал, да? Отхренали крайний шарик, блядь. Опа, опа, Gangnam Style. А если так, то тебе звезда. Смотрите и учитесь. Акция! Анонизация! Опа, борода и жопа. Натянули мы вас на глаз. Прикольно, прикольно.
Very good, both of you. Well done.
Сука, таджик кадр, блин. Я таджик, настоящий английский мужик.
Class is dismissed. Gather your things on the way out.
Вчера 160 FPS, сука, где он сегодня?
Good game back there. I must admit, I think I underestimated.
А, это девочка?
Took me weeks
Простите.
to become proficient with Accio.
Я думал, там мальчик.
Took weeks for me to get anything right when I transferred here. It gets easier, I promise.
Гендерный мальчик.
Thank you, but I've been holding my own.
I appreciate your confidence. I transferred here from Wagadu just before my 4th year. My mother received an offer to teach divination here.
Да-да-да, у него красный значок. Хренали. У Слизерина красный. Ой, зеленый, это красный. Уганду они покинули. Она была в Черной Пантере, да? У Агады. Уганду они покинули. Это дочь короля. Это Черная Пантера, дочь. Я все понял, тут взаимосвязь. Ой, блядь. Магия в Уганду. Сложная система.
But I did have to learn how to use a wand when I arrived here. Hardly anyone at Wagadu uses one.
Палка-выручалка.
Spells cast without a wand must be less powerful than those cast with a wand.
No, not at all. Wizarding magic cast without a wand is just as powerful. I find wandless magic to be much more instinctive. Not to mention quite convenient if one is without their wand. I must admit, however, that I am growing quite fond of using a wand. It seems very dramatic.
Какой тебе палочкой пользоваться? У тебя еще прыщики на лице не прошли.
Is Wagadu a castle like Hogwarts?
За ваканду, блядь!
Mountains of the Moon. It is not so much
А ты видел Стражи Галактики игру, Фокс?
Carved out of the mountainside. I remember the first time I saw it, the mist was so thick I could hardly make out anything at all. And then it just materialized before me, this enormous school that seemed to be floating in midair.
Вообще классная игра Стражи Галактики, просто бомба. Редкий случай, когда по фильму вот Стражи Галактика и Мстители Avengers, вот прям кайфово поиграть.
Is Wagadu much bigger than Hogwarts?
Wagadu School of Magic is the largest wizarding school in the world.
Guardian of Galaxy.
So yes, bigger than Hogwarts.
У меня, кстати, на ютубе есть где-то в сохраненных видосах, я проходил ее.
It always felt like home.
It's nice to learn about another wizarding school.
Знаешь, что мне не нравится здесь? То, что перевод только русский. И приходится не смотреть на персонажа, на ее глаза квадратные, а читать, что пишут.
Better not keep him waiting. Until next time.
Of course, you can use Accio on
Как далеко идти до профессора?
You wanted to speak with me, Professor?
А меня заговорить решили?
I trust
Где
your
экшен,
first
где действие? Дайте мне дробовик, дайте мне калашников, я вам покажу.
An outdoor competition
Где
wasn't
раком зимуют.
exactly the lesson I was expecting, sir.
What charm is there in the expected? You did well, managing to best as gifted a student as Miss Onai.
Thank you, Professor. I enjoyed the match.
Miss Onai is always a fierce competitor, though I sense that she is a bit distracted of late. Now, Professor Weasley has asked that your professors give you instruction outside of the ordinary curriculum. Expect to hear from me soon regarding a special assignment.
Скоро я расскажу вам о специальной военной операции. У вас здесь будет время приготовиться. Да. Ну фильм же, ты же кино-то видел наверняка. Чё тут? А чё тут? Чё тут? Альбиоса нужно. Передоза. Сливиоза. Луну Лорда, девка Шрек, да, ты прав. Зеленое бабище. А чё за фризы, ты прикинь, что сегодня за говно-то такое, блядь? Я ж ничего не качаю. Чё за дресня-то, блядь? Ratchet & Clank это соньковская игра, здесь ее нет. Она у меня есть на Соньке, диск, а здесь ее нет, это для Соньки. Чё за говнецо с FPS сегодня? Чё за нахрен? Ну, блядь. Какие-то аддоны очередные. И сегодня работает она странно, блядь. О, бля. Легендарные перчатки, все. Все пиздец. Я теперь властелин колец. Это когда на аудио ездишь. Какие песни поешь? Инвентарь, тут нет ничего. А я же очки нашел какие-то для дрочки. Где очки? Опа! Левиоса, блядь. Все. Опа! Есть что? Семки есть? Ты понял? Все. Это этот. Блядь, как его? Бандерас хотел сказать. 12 стульев-то, господи. Ладно, неважно, забыл. Побочные задания. Сейчас план это для Соньки, это не для компании. Тут же Xbox-овская игры. Ну, соответственно, нового пятого, тем более тут нету для пятой Соньки Рэйчета. Вот это да.
I get new students every year, but I only have one Hebridean black skull.
Сейчас такая упала, покатилась. Киса Воробьянинов. О, вспомнил я. Вот смотри, стопудово. Киса Воробьянинов. Хрен у меня с телефоном не работает, должен работать.
Today we will review a spell that has saved me from death at the hands of dark wizards more times than I care to remember. Levioso.
Levioso? A levitation charm?
Levioso! A surprised opponent is a weak opponent. Care to defend yourself, Master Pruitt? No? One thing I've learned as an unspeakable is the value of simplicity, especially in the heat of battle. Now, let's practice what we've just learned, starting with something small.
А где, я не понял, подожди.
Вы кто такие? Я вас не звал. Идите нахуй.
Работает. Так, чё, кого, где? Левиоса, папироса, блядь. Я потный Гарри, я в перчатках, я работаю, не палюсь. О, бабуля. Бабуля такая. Опа! Левиоса. Что надо? Замочить его надо, что ли?
See how the dummy deflected your cast? This time, cast Levioso first, then the basic cast.
Сейчас я его левоосил. Дал, как я могу манекен мутузить. Well done, бабка. Вот это я отметил манекен. Гарри! Это грязный Гарри! Драга, ты прав.
Now, I want a fair duel using only Levioso, basic cast, and
Это грязный Гарри.
You may begin.
Потный Гарри. То есть это Левиоса.
Nothing lucky about it. Good form. I know. This could be your first duel. Let's just say I'm a quick learner. Levioso.
Отъехал парень.
Not bad for a beginner. You give as good as you get.
Могу.
I put you on the spot, and you rose to the challenge. Points to Slytherin.
Thank you, Professor Heckert. Glad to have the opportunity to practice.
If what I've seen today is any indication, we can expect great things from you. I demand excellence from my students. They are capable of achieving it, and they must achieve it. A classroom duel is one thing, but battling dark wizards, or as ever more likely, goblins, is a different kettle of Grindylows entirely.
Understood, Professor.
So, I'd advise you to keep practicing whenever you can. Perhaps Mr. Sallow will have some ideas for you. Again, well done today. I shall reach out soon with additional assignments. All right. That's enough spectacle for one day. Class is just...
Nice work.
I enjoyed that.
Well, that duel was quite something. Everyone will be talking about it.
It was certainly good practice.
Practice? Felt more like I was dueling an expert. Didn't expect a new student to be so deft with a wand. Then again, perhaps this wasn't your first duel.
In fact, it was. Perhaps I have a knack for it.
Be coy if you like, but I know better. Magic requires intention and talent. You know, you might be a perfect fit for a certain exclusive, unsanctioned dueling organization.
Драга, как дела?
Unsanctioned? I don't know. School rules are in place for a reason.
Yes, to keep students in the dark. So many things we're deemed unprepared to know. If you want to get the most out of your time at Hogwarts, you're going to need to break the rules now and then. Whether it's joining a secret dueling club, or sneaking into the restricted section of the library, you just have to be clever enough not to get caught.
Thank you, Sebastian. I'll keep that in mind.
Good. Pleasure chatting with you. I'm sure I'll see you soon. Perhaps somewhere unsanctioned? We'll see if your performance today was sheer luck or actual skill. Look for Luke and Brattleby near the clock tower entrance, if you're interested. Till next time.
Да. Я приду. Пойду за Слизерином схожу. Ну и чё? Где все зрители? Для кого, блядь, я стримлю? Сам для себя, что ли? Как вот дороги мне? Драго ушел, да? Одно предложение и убежал, блядь. Блядь, пипец, короче. Я расстроен происходящим. Я вот как Слизерин сейчас вам устрою, блядь. Что ты не знаешь? За Драго ты не знаешь, я понимаю. За него знать не
If you know
можешь.
the right spells, it's dark wizards that'll fear you, not the other way around.
Что мне там? Не туда. Куда FPS делись? Я ни хрена не понимаю. Один день 160, второй день 80. Что за пиздец-то происходит с этой гребаной, блядь, игрой? Ебаное говно, блядь. Уже зла не хватает, блядь. Чё, сука, тебе надо, чучело ты, блядь? Вообще не понимаю. Ах, со своей трассировкой лучей, блядь. Всё. Вырубили нахер. Да, да, конечно, охуев ты Панаму, я еще и перезапускать буду. О, блядь. Что ваши тени, блядь. Куда я побежал? Не туда куда-то. Чё? Писа, блядь. Сиамская. Ух, тут как живая.
What about the room, Professor?
I was thinking the same thing, Deke. Perhaps you could help.
Oh, excuse, Deke.
Ah, there you are.
Прикольно.
I trust your first classes went well?
А можно мне так по щелчку пальца херак и свалю?
I heard as much from Professors Hecat and Ronan. Seems Professor Fig taught you quite a bit during your brief detour near... what was it you said? Some ruins? I'd wager there's a good deal more to your travels here than what you've told me. Isn't there?
Достал что-то. Промежжубного пространства, блядь. Так.
Have you and Professor Fig not discussed my training?
He continues to be reticent about the details, mentioning only a few spells. Revelio, was it? And Lumos?
That's correct, Professor.
I see. Like trying to get a sonnet from a streeler. Regardless, you must continue to build upon what you've learned. In that regard, I've asked your professors to help hasten your progress with some extra assignments.
I'm not sure I have time for extra assignments, Professor.
You shall find the time. You'd be astonished to know just how
Время
much
здесь
you
обязательно,
don't
типа,
know.
не
In
гони.
fact, Professor Ronan will meet you outside momentarily to assign your first one. Now, regarding the trip to Hogsmeade I mentioned earlier, we've arranged to replace the supplies lost on your way here, including seeds, potion recipes, and spellcrafts.
Thank you, Professor.
And Mr. Ollivander will connect you with the perfect wand. You've managed your classes well with a borrowed wand, but you'll find the magic you cast with your own wand to be far superior.
Ты что проверим это? Пойди нахер. Блять, а как... Тандер. А где предложение? Почему его нету, блядь? Оно было. Сейчас, подожди. Оно же было. А, подожди, так оно вот же, ну. Ну-ка, сука. Как разогнать? Всё. Вот что, нету предустановок, что ли? Предустановок. И что такое? Контроль подсветки. Ой, блядь. Корявое приложение, похоже. Статус. И нахуй. Я сейчас что-нибудь наебучу, блядь, и тут будет беда. Игра вернется, вылетит нахер.
There's an Ollivanders in Hogsmeade.
There is. Most people are familiar with the shop in Diagon Alley. We're
Потом привыкал.
fortunate to have someone like him
Я считаю, в
nearby.
кокосе.
Mr. Ollivander is a genuine craftsman and highly skilled wand maker. I would trust no one else to pair me with a wand.
Ну, чувак, короче,
I've
попал.
never heard of a spellcraft before, Professor. What is it?
A spellcraft is a recipe of sorts used when conjuring objects. I shall explain more about them when you begin working with transfiguration magic.
Can you tell me more about the potions shop,
Ты сорвал
Professor?
на другой.
J. Pippin's Potions stocks a wide array of potions ingredients, although they rarely sell recipes. Professor Sharp asked that they have a couple of particular recipes on hand for you.
I'm eager to get to Hogsmeade.
Very well. I'd like you to make your first visit to the village with a classmate. Help you get your bearings.
Это
Perhaps
мочилово-то уже
Sebastian
будет.
Sallow or Natsai Onai. I've noticed you spending time with them.
Какой-нибудь ахалай-махалай по башке залетай, я не знаю.
I'd like to go with Natty.
Excellent choice. Miss Onai is one of our most talented students. And she knows the area. She'll keep you well clear of any of Victor Rookwood's undesirables en route.
Rookwood?
A rather unsavory local. Best to avoid him and his associates, including his right hand of sorts, Theophilus Harlow, if you can. Once you've finished Professor Ronan's assignment, your friend will meet you at the castle doors. No time to waste. The sooner you complete your work, the sooner you can enjoy a
Мне интересно, что за кружка сливочного пива, блядь. С масла, что ли? Типа второстепенка, что ли? О, что за голубиная почта, блин? Смотри, второстепенка, да, это вроде нет? Первый узнал, да? А это что такое? А, во. Это второстепенка. Я выключил. Я, да? А тут что? Жопень-дропень какой-то, политотень. Не знаю, полетел куда-то. А? Не понял. Кто тебя туда выслал? Так. А как? Хрена тут оббегать, блядь. Я бы знал. Не портился бы сюда. Думаю, срезал бы. Ёб твою мать, чё, сука, с ФПСом-то? Процессор, что ли, не вывозит? Ну да, судя по всему, процессор нагружен пиздец. До этого FPS там говно. Комп надо ребутать, я не хочу. Я отлетал. Он не фризит, он FPS проседает, ты видишь? Как бы не фризы, это не то пальто. Фризы это подергивание. Вот тут FPS, сука, проседает на ровном месте, блин. Что такое? Нифига себе, что-то я тут отлевиосил что-то.
Can I help you?
Sebastian told me to see you about a club.
Sebastian vouches for you. That's all I need to know. I coordinate duels for crossed ones. A dueling club of sorts. It's invitation only, so you must have really impressed Sebastian.
I'm flattered to hear that. Sebastian's not a bad duelist either.
Imagine it's quite something to see the two of you duel.
How does cross wands work exactly?
You show up, I match you with other duelists.
Пока, короче, экшена вообще нету, я засыпаю иногда.
It's our way of determining the school's greatest duelist once and for all. And to liven things up, the winner is awarded a prize.
Хочется экшена, а я прям что-то...
Of course. Dueling's an entertaining pastime.
Жопу вам надеру, пацаны.
Besides, in crossed ones, you could duel with a partner if you like. Your first time I'll pair you with Sebastian. Next time, you'll need to bring a partner along, or duel alone. So, care to step into the ring?
Get me in the ring.
Spectacular! Let the fireworks
Сейчас я
begin!
вам жопу надеру. Типа
We'll
того.
make you regret signing up.
Типа того.
Come on. Accio. Protego.
До свидания. Я кровожадный малый.
There goes my wager.
Видал, как могу? Вот так вот.
Pity more people can't watch the duels.
Да-да.
Nice work.
Я
Sebastian
жесток.
wasn't wrong about you. There's strong competition
Давай,
ahead,
давай,
but
давай.
keep this up and you could be the next school champion.
Brilliant. Count me in.
I shall. Now, it takes time to organise these duels, but check with me later. I may have something lined up for you. Again, congratulations on your first cross-bronze victory. Well fought. Hope to see you back here again.
Всё, дочек. Ронан. Стража галактики, там Ронан был, бандюган, который. Задача, особый тип заданий для профессора Хогвартса. Профессора, блядь, награды выполняют. Самочитары Репарро. Блин, что-то одно за другое, да? Так запутано это все. Кручу, говорит, верчу, напутать хочу. И что теперь, кому вломить? Так, где задание? Задание, подожди. Абрикосы, левиосы. А где... Где задание? Блин, слепошара, чё? А? Думал об этом. Тихо производим, ну. Открывайся. Левиоса, блядь. Левиоса, принеси мне папиросы, да? В задачах я потом буду отчитываться. Сначала сейчас бегу репара какой-то, припара получу. У меня что-то явно грузит прот сегодня, потому что, блядь, вчера было лучше и прот меньше нагружался. Я только не знаю, что его грузит, но FPS меньше дает. Нужно процессор менять. Для 2К. Для 2К его малёха не хватает.
Ah, there you are.
You have a new spell to teach me, Professor.
Indeed I do, and an exceedingly useful one at that. The mending charm, Reparo. Fixes things right up, makes a broken object good as new in the blink of an eye.
Сука, у него английский, как у меня.
Seems as if that might come in handy.
More frequently than one would imagine. As Professor Weasley mentioned,
Don't
I
care.
am not the only one who will be
Not
teaching you
care.
spells outside of class in an effort to catch you up with your peers. A number of your professors have agreed to do so as well, but first, each shall ask that you complete a few preliminary tasks to hone your magic. I have arranged some for today. See them through and then report back to me. We will have you casting Reparo in no time.
I'll start on the task right away, Professor.
И чё за...
This is the right area. I wonder where the flying page is.
Lumos. Levioso.
Ни хрена.
Levioso.
Lumos. Levioso. Accio.
Мимо, говорит.
A flying page must be around here somewhere. Brilliant.
Так вот. Ко мне. Давай мне припарку.
I trust the preliminary.
I completed the assignments, Professor.
Marvelous. You clearly know your way around basic charms. Let us give the old
Basic
mending
charms.
charm a try then, shall we? Remember to be deliberate in your enunciation and movements. I want to see some vigor. Now, wand at the ready.
Yes, sir.
Remember,
Колдун-малдун,
is
что
a
ли?
conduit of your magic.
О, давай. Серп и молот, молоток и отвертка, блядь, в конце. А, ну так. А там же статуя была сломана, а если мы ее сейчас поднимем? Как ты думаешь?
That's it. Very good. If you would like to practice mending,
Да, да, да.
have a go with that broken statue.
Опа,
in the alcove
вот
by the
он,
water.
он об этом и
Allegedly
говорит.
symbolized heartbreak. Perhaps a jilted lover thought-
Статуя такая, твою мать, он научился! Я... Окей, статуя. Это звезда, говорят все. Он умеет, он могет. Эй.
Hello, looking for me?
Hello.
Natty, I hope I haven't kept you waiting long.
Not at all. Professor Weasley tells me that you need to go to Hogsmeade. You must be eager to have your own things again. And to see the village.
I've been looking forward to it.
Good. Shall we set off? I intend to give you a first-rate Hogsmeade experience.
Как на 130 кадрах можно фризить? Я не понимаю.
I was glad Professor Weasley asked me to accompany you.
Really?
Yes, I had planned to extend an invitation to you myself. I thought you might enjoy a butterbeer in the village. The timing of Professor Weasley's owl was perfect.
Подскажешь, что не так с этим пивом. В их возрасте пиво не пьют.
I cannot tell you how nice it is to breathe fresh air after being cooped up in ancient rooms. Grave mistake to take it as an elective class, believe me.
I believe you.
Though I suppose you would not really call it elective
Киса
when your
Воробьянина.
mother was the one who elected that you take it. Hogsmeade is beautiful this time of year.
Ты не знаешь, кто такой Киса Воробьянинов, да?
Christmas, but that's one of the few times of year I would rather be indoors.
Not much for the cold, are you?
Oh, I do not mind the cold so much, but it has taken some getting used to. I did not grow up around snow. Oh, wait, over here. I often spot lacewing flies in this area.
Oh? What's so special about them?
They are interesting to look at, but if you stew them, you can also use them in potion making.
Златоглазки. Понятно, Фокс тоже куда-то испарился, блин. Это не идет, как удобненько.
Look, from the Forbidden Forest. Hippogriffs.
Погрифы.
I wonder if something startled them. I heard rumors that hippogriffs had been spotted nearby.
Do you think Poppy's already seen the hippogriffs?
Absolutely.
Absolutely.
That's the Forbidden Forest on the left. It's off limits to students, as the name implies.
Why is it off limits?
The professors claim it is too dangerous. I think that calling it forbidden only makes it more alluring. Ah, there's Hogsmeade over the crest. Past that ruin.
Вы остановили на свай. Оставили.
Revelio.
I would spend all of my time exploring if I could.
I confess I was surprised when Professor Weasley mentioned that you knew the area, since you're relatively new here.
She said that? She knows more about me than I had thought. I will say, while I certainly learn a great deal in class, much can be gleaned outside of the castle walls. How are you settling in? I remember the weeks that followed my arrival feeling quite strange. Everything was so new and unfamiliar.
I'm getting used to things. What about you? Do you finally feel settled?
I still miss my homeland,
Ускорилось.
but it is beautiful here too. And getting out of the castle and exploring helped me to adjust quite a bit. Hogwarts has become something of a home now, I would say. Hopefully it will for you too. Mr. Moon! He is the Hogwarts caretaker. Looks a bit worse for wear. Hello, Mr. Moon. Have you met our new fifth year?
Pleasure. You might want to turn back, Miss Onai. Turn and run.
Is everything all right, sir?
Oh, it looked right at me. Eyes big as saucers.
What did Mr. Moon?
Jemmy, guys. Ugly and airy and terrifying. I shall be at the castle where it's safe. Good luck to both of you.
Poor Mr. Moon.
Скотина пьяная же.
Demi, guys. I think he had too much fun in the village. I will say that I have never seen him in such a state. Nearly there. There is much to see outside of the castle walls, not just Hogsmeade. I am happy to explore whenever you'd like. Rumors being what they are about goblins and such, it might be nice to have a friend with you.
I'll keep that in mind, Natty. Thank you.
And here we are. It is hard to know where to start. The Three Broomsticks is the place for butterbeer. And you can get any sweet you can imagine at Honeydukes. I could not choose a favorite shop here. It changes with every visit. I can tell you that you are certain to find everything you need in Hogsmeade. Professor Weasley said that you need to get potion recipes, spellcrafts, some seeds, and...
A new wand?
Of course! You will enjoy Mr. Ollivander, and I am keen to see what you will do with a wand of your own. You should be able to collect everything you need and still have time to explore a little as well. Experience Hogsmeade at your own pace. We can meet up in the town circle when you are finished. Enjoy yourself. I will see you soon.
Спасибо, блядь. Можно помочь, сука, всего.
Merlin, blooming beard, not again.
Hello?
I'll be right with. Ah, it's you. Just a moment, please.
Hello, sir. I'm looking for...
For a new wand, yes. It's about time.
Yes, about time?
Well, you're our new fifth-year student, are you not? Oh, what am I saying? Of course you are. Gerbold Ollivander's the name. But of course, you'll have heard of the Ollivanders, I'm sure. Finest wand makers in the world. It's a pleasure to meet you, truly. Now, come with me. Let's find you the perfect wand, shall we? No, not you. Yes. Powerful core. 10.5 inches. You might do. Here, give this one a try.
Палка-ковырялка.
Swish. How odd. Once more, come on, really swish it. Oh dear. Well, this isn't a good match at all, is it?
Что пальто?
We'll find you something, not to worry. No,
Well-
not you. Perhaps. Yes. A rare wood, 13 3/4 inches, dragon heartstring. Let's give this one a try. Oh, goodness. Looks like it's back to the shelf for you. This is proving to be trickier than I had anticipated. How perplexing.
Палку-вырубалку подобрать не могут.
Where are you? Perhaps you? There you are.
На потолке.
Yes. I think you might be the one. Here. Take it.
Страшно брать, но не работают у тебя. Кольце... ну это моя уже будет, понял. Темно-коричневое кольцеобразное. Черное дерево. Перо феникса. Прочное. 12,5 дюймов, твою мать. А если я ее не хочу?
Curious indeed.
Палка-обрубалка, блядь.
How intriguing.
Сейчас спирали в жопу вставлять.
Curious indeed.
Phoenix feather. Exceptionally rare. What do you think? Extraordinary. Another wand, another beginning of a bright and magical future.
Такой, сейчас я, детка, казню тебя.
Good. Different. I sense a sort of surge of some kind.
A match. Your connection seemed particularly powerful. The right wand will learn from you, just as you learn from it.
I'm eager to try it out.
Of course. And a phoenix feather core is terribly selective. This will be an excellent match indeed. And the bond between you and your wand should only grow stronger. Do not be surprised at your new wand's ability to perceive your intentions. particularly in a moment of need.
That sounds wonderful, Mr. Ollivander.
I'll let you get to it. Do come and see me again if ever I can be of further assistance.
Дядя Федор, я пошел. По 40-90 покупать видюху.
Welcome to J. Pippin's Potions.
Pardon me, sir.
Oh, thank goodness. When I heard the bell, I thought you were Miss Lawang. Not that she deigns to come here. Though, I don't believe I've seen your face here before, either.
It's my first time in Hogsmeade, actually.
Is it really? Well, Parry Pippin at your service. And this is J. Pippin's Potions. Potions for all ailments. You'll have read it on the sign, of course, but Grandfather always made me say it in full. How may I help you today?
Professor Weasley sent me to collect some recipes. I'm new at Hogwarts.
You're the student she sent the owl about. I set your things aside immediately. I suspected if you're anything like I was at your age, you'd want your potion supplies.
Где экшен,
Is
а?
it not the most
Экшен где?
fascinating art potion making? Rivals anything you can do with a wand, I've always said.
Are potions really that versatile?
They may not be as showy as
Разговоров
spellwork,
миллион,
but make no
действий
mistake,
мало.
they are just as powerful. They can heal, destroy, protect.
Где
You'll
действия?
discover all of this soon enough. As it's your first time in, I should mention that it's not just potion recipes I sell. I also offer ready-made drafts for all manner of uses, and I unveil new ones from time to time. Pop in when you can so you don't miss out on anything. But for now, let's get you those recipes, shall we?
Прошу
What can
прощения,
I
куда
do
в
for
блок
you
попал.
today?
Вот этот болт. Вот этот болт.
Feel free to take a look at the rest of my inventory, or come back another time if you're in a rush today.
Кипори. Опа! Все, видали? Опа! Шлем. Кушай, солнышко, спасибо. Баба вам привезла виноградку. Ну чё надо-то? По полям. Лысый скачет, сука, к нам. На рябиновой настойке рецепт подобрал. Вообще красавчик. Фолианты слитки, волшебная брюква. Где ты летаешь, падла? Я тебя видел. Опа. Глазиопа, блядь.
Pardon me, sir. I'm here for the seeds Professor Weasley arranged for me to collect.
Ah, the dittany for the new 5th year.
Подъям.
I take it that's you then. Merlin's beard. Starting Hogwarts as a 5th year. You must be positively reeling from it all.
Not at all. I'm choosing to see it all as one big adventure.
Well, bravo. Not everyone has the temperament to take things as they come. Name's Timothy Teasdale, by the way, and this is my shop, the Magic Neep. I keep the cart out here because I like a good chat. Can't very well be in the thick of things if I'm hidden away inside now, can I?
Волшебная. Любите это волшебной свеклой.
In addition to seeds, I have plenty of plants. Grow everything myself. My speciality is potion ingredients. Even Pippin purchases from me. But what say we get you a packet of Dickney seeds?
Let me guess. You're after something fresh.
Do have a look around. Plenty of ingredients to pique your interest, I'd wager.
Блин. Варианты свитки. В смысле отказаться-то? Я не собирался отказаться. Где свитки-то, блядь? Я не... А, вот. Я слепой и олень. Обязательно каждый раз вот это вот тыкать, блядь. В Египте. Какой тебе Египет?
An inquiring mind.
Pardon me, sir. I'm here for the spellcrafts Professor Weasley ordered.
Matilda, student. I thought I might be seeing you soon. I am the proprietor here, Thomas Brown. I take it you've had a conjuring lesson then?
Молодец.
I'm afraid I haven't yet, sir.
Ah, but you will soon enough. It is magic at its purest. Of course, it is not without complexity. But that is where my spellcrafts come in. Stay the course, and you could soon impress even Professor Weasley.
That's certainly something to aspire to, Mr. Brown. I look forward to that day.
And I, too, seen it. Spellcrafts are incredibly useful for conjuring unique items like custom pieces of furniture or decoration. But I shall let Professor Weasley do the teaching. For now, let's get the spellcrafts you need. A potting table and a potion station, yes?
I believe so, sir.
Good. Nothing like being...
Ну почему не... А, можно, да?
Let's look at what we have, shall we? If you're interested, feel free to take a look around at the rest of my inventory.
Well, that's everything. Better go and find Natty.
Приколдесно. Причем стырим у деда. Бабки сперли, вот мы крысы. Ну что делать? Кому легко. Не мы такие, ведь такое время.
Ah, I have everything. I see what you meant about not being able to pick a favorite shop.
We should walk around a bit more. Perhaps today is the day I finally pick one.
Наконец-то жопа происходит.
Draw it away from the building! Away from the village!
Бам! Еще один пришел. Сейчас я тебе устрою, сука, бомбардир.
Are we weakening him at all?
Keep at it! We have to wear him down!
Accio! Protego! Reparo!
Эресо! Эрексо!
was trying to beat him at his own game.
I like it. Do more of it. Look, he's bunkering.
Took him long enough.
We need to make sure he stays that way.
Potato.
Это что за древняя магия такая?
Goodness, a second troll.
Fatality.
Did you two take on a fully grown troll by yourselves?
I suppose so. It's all a bit of a blur, to be honest.
Merlin's beard. Are you all right?
Мерзенного борода.
We were glad to help.
I'd say help is a bit of an understatement. Nerve like that. The makings of an aura, if you ask me. If you are unharmed, perhaps the two of you wouldn't mind helping me put a few things back to where they were.
Да хуёв по наму. Нет!
Officer Singer. And thank you.
Не хочу я помогать ей.
Reparo. One less thing for Officer Singer to worry about.
Папкино седло, а?
Lucky they didn't do more damage.
Взял дом, сломал. Ну, скотина.
Reparo. There. Good as new.
Прикольно. А думаю, колдуны.
We were just talking about you.
Hello, sir. I don't believe we've met.
Allow me to introduce myself, Augustus Hill, clothier extraordinaire. I should like to thank you for your remarkable bravery in fighting those trolls, and not to mention your help restoring Hogsmeade to its rightful state.
I was happy to help.
Frankly, you deserve an Order of Merlin. But I can offer you something much more useful. I own Gladrag's wizardware, and among my inventory are some unique items that afford certain protections, as it were. Life.
Написку надену, блядь. Тянет невидимку и писка моя. Да? Нахера он мне свернул игру? Он дебил, блядь, что ли? Сука, своей жизнью живет, блядь. Последняя, не последняя, это тут, да, тут не пойми. Комплект мантий. А что там они дают мне эти мантии?
Thank you, Mr. Hill. That's very generous of you.
It's the least I can do. Now, let's try this on for size, shall we? Plenty for your perusal today. Take your time.
А ты шмель, блин. На душистый хмель. Да я в курсе уже. Я мазепа, глазаепа.
What an extraordinary introduction to Hogsmeade. I would say that we, and you in particular, have earned at least one butterbeer. Shall we head to the Three Broomsticks?
Они только про сливочное пиво говорят, но еще его ни разу не показали.
Just stand this way then.
Что за сливочное пиво?
I sell even more battle-worthy items. Should you be inclined, you're most welcome to peruse my shop at your leisure.
Assuming it is not too busy, you might even meet Serona, the owner. She is a charming hostess and a powerful witch. Good one to know.
You said you could get to the child when they came to Hogsmeade. That all you needed was a distraction. I gave you a distraction.
I just watched a student take down your distraction. Who's this child? What are you not telling me?
All you need to know is that if you cannot get to the child, then you have no value to me.
Let's go.
И назад, маме.
Did they see us?
I don't think so.
What was that goblin doing with Victor Rookwood?
Ranrock is working with Rookwood.
The goblin from the Daily Prophet. I knew I'd seen him somewhere. Quickly, let's get inside the 3 broomsticks.
It's a treat to see you, Lodgok. I shall let you know if I hear anything.
Thank you, Sirona.
You be well.
А чё у Сирона уже голос мужика? Что-то с этого момента поподробнее можно?
Now, what can I... Oh, there's a face I haven't seen before.
Вот и сейчас все происходит.
It's my first time here.
Welcome. Butterbeer's on me. Heard about the attack. I shall be looking in on the other shopkeepers and residents shortly. Glad to see you two escaped injury.
Thanks to this one, single-handedly took down a troll.
Is that right? Well done.
Thanks for this.
My pleasure. I will say, trolls in Hogsmeade. That's never happened before. Something's not right. The only brutes we usually have to deal with are... How timely.
Надо, черт помойный.
Was that Lodgok I saw leaving just now? Your clientele's not what it used to be, Sirona.
Not to worry, Victor. Once the two of you leave, the caliber of my clientele will greatly improve. I wouldn't do that if I were you, Theophilus.
Come now. No need for theatrics. I'm only here for this one anyway.
My friend is enjoying a well-earned butterbeer.
Only want a quick word.
Perhaps you didn't hear me. I said, my friend is busy.
One would think you all had enough bloodshed for one day. Come, Theophilus. The 3 broomsticks isn't what it used to be. Let's take our galleons elsewhere. Can't drink butterbeer forever.
Seems you've made an unfortunate enemy. Watch your back. Rookwood and Harlow are worse than any troll you might encounter.
Trolls, Ranrock, and Rookwood. What are you not telling me?
I promised to tell you everything, but it's perhaps best I do that later.
I think that now might be a good time to head back to the castle.
Давай.
I am certainly glad Sirona was there.
And that she isn't intimidated by thugs like Rookwood and Harlow.
I want to understand what's going on, and I hope you will tell me. But for the moment, we should return to the castle. Professor Weasley will certainly hear about the troll attack soon if she hasn't already. I don't want her to worry.
Все. Старинная почта крепкая. Зачем? Маленький стаканчик вынеси.
If we ask the shop.
О, 200 FPS, ты чё, блядь?
I've always said that travel broadens the mind.
FPS в игре в этой происходит. Опа, опа, падает FPS. Опа, и упал, да? Наружу выходишь и звезда. С 200 до 100, ни хрена себе в 2 раза, блин. Прибежали.
Professor, I'm glad to see you.
And I you. Thank Merlin you're in one
Перевод
piece.
вообще
I
просто.
heard about the attack. Trolls in Hogsmeade?
Sir, the trolls were wearing armor. It had that dark glow like the dragon collar.
Goblin silver. Ranrock used it to control the dragon. But how? And why send trolls too?
They were there because of me. I overheard Ranrock talking with Victor Rookwood.
Ranrock was in Hogsmeade with Rookwood.
The trolls were Ranrock's distraction so that Rookwood could get to me, and he would have had Sirona and the patrons at the Three Broomsticks not intervened.
This is grave news indeed. If Ranrock's goblins and dark wizards are after you, they want what we found in that vault.
Какого сейфа, блин?
Speaking of the vault, do you think that Ranrock is working with any of the goblins at Gringotts?
I do not. Gringotts goblins aren't typically the friendliest of beings, but they have a great deal of integrity. No, I dare say after what happened to that poor banker, the goblins at Gringotts are no followers of Ranrock.
They're after the locket. You said you discovered something in it.
Yes, yes. I discovered an inscription. When I read it aloud, this map appeared. Clever enchantment. It's a map of Hogwarts, to be sure, but I do not know where it leads.
It leads to the library. A restricted section, to be precise, and a bit beyond. I see traces of magic there on the map.
I suspected you would see something.
Shall we go?
I appreciate your enthusiasm, and I'm eager to discover what we may find there as well. But if our experience at Gringotts, let alone what happened to Miriam, taught me anything, it's that the path we're on is terribly dangerous. I'd like you to work with Professor Hecat a bit before we continue.
But sir, how dangerous could the library be? Perhaps we're only after a book.
Perhaps we are only after a book, but we should be prepared for anything. Once you've honed your defensive magic further, come and see me. I'll let Professor Hecat know to expect you.
wish there was something I could do.
You can't imagine how
I'm here about the new spell you wanted to teach me, Professor.
Good. Professor Fig indicated a certain urgency to you completing your defensive magic assignments. As such, you are to learn Incendio, the fire-making spell, handy for lighting torches, burning away spider webs, and, when necessary, defending against those who would wish to do us harm.
Sounds versatile.
Quite. But before we get started, I'd like you to complete a few tasks. You may be surprised by some of them. Astonishing how much students don't think they're When you're finished, come and see me. You know where to find me once you've finished.
Seems crossed wands isn't as secret as it's believed to be.
If only a new student were to help me with...
Экшена, мало экшена, скучно. Красиво, блядь, но скучно.
Ready for another round?
I think so. We shall see who shows up.
There's no one in the school I'd be afraid to duel.
Hello, Lucan. Is the next round of crossed wands all set?
Why, yes it is. I've got a great match lined up. Ready for another round?
Oh.
I'm ready. Let's do it.
Brilliant. Are you dueling with a partner?
Yes, Sebastian.
Then let's get to it. Ready to get thrashed? Apologies in advance.
Accio. Levioso. Potato.
Act like a winner! Potato! The one!
Levioso. Reparo. Lumos.
Is that all you've got? Levioso.
Accio.
Give them what for!
Potato. Oh, there goes my way. Levioso.
You're better than that! Some big hits that round.
Bravo!
I gave it my all.
You did indeed. The other duelists have already taken notice of you, but after that last round, you'd better keep practicing if you want a chance at winning. Or I'll let you know when we're ready. The next round is for all the gobstones, so to speak.
Perhaps
You could have gone a bit easier on me.
Hello, Lucan. May I use the training dummy?
Of course. I'll fetch. Ready to have a try?
Actually... Hello, Lucan. That would be...
If you need to stop practicing before you...
Levioso. Reparo. Lumos. Accio.
Nicely done.
Levioso.
4.
Leviosa.
Next time, perhaps.
Leviosa. Accio.
Keep trying.
Leviosa.
That was
Блин.
something.
Leviosa. Accio.
That's it. I'd say that's enough practice.
Thank you, Lucan.
I say better to discover one's weaknesses during practice.
Assignment's all finished.
Oh. Фокс, чего ауто, я так и не понял. Казалось что-то.
Might some kind soul help me?
I trust Mr. Brattleby was able to...
I finished all of the tasks you gave me, Professor Hecat.
Glad to hear it. Then you should be ready to learn Incendio.
Should be, Professor.
Yeah. Your spellcasting has impressed me thus far, but please maintain focus. I would rather we not end today's lesson with your robe. Let us
Я говорю, пока в игре скучно.
Focus on the proper wand
В
movement.
игре скучно. Действий мало, экшена мало.
Concentrate and keep your wand steady.
Разговоров много, действий мало.
Good work.
Incendio.
Поджог ничего. Блять, это чё? Не работает.
If only a new student were to help me with...
Бегаем, 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 бегаем. Где действие, где экшен, где война? Где мэджик, заклинания, там, турдын, ну. Где это все? Че я бегаю, блядь, по этим лестницам назад-вперед?
Ah, there you are.
Hello, sir. You'll be pleased to know that I worked on my defensive magic with Professor Hecat.
So I hear. She tells me you've taken rather well to your new wand. You must continue to work with her and your other professors to improve your skills. That said, I don't wish to postpone our visit to the library any longer. So, shall we proceed?
Fig, I have work for you. Come.
Headmaster, I'm with a student and my schedule
Your schedule will wait indefinitely, as will your student. I would think that after all the trouble you caused me with Osric, you'd be eager to make amends. My office, 5 minutes.
That man is exasperating. Unfortunately, our trip to the restricted section will have to wait a bit longer.
But Professor,
we have no choice. It would be unwise to provoke our illustrious headmaster further. I shall find you when I've completed whatever toils I must endure.
Слышь, сбегай туда, поговори с тем, сбегай с тем, поговори. Что-то одни разговоры, блин.
Sebastian mentioned sneaking into the restricted section. Perhaps he'll have an idea. Sebastian, there you are.
I was hoping to see you. I was in the Three Broomsticks after the troll attack and saw what happened with Rookwood and... Not many students have Victor Rookwood's attention.
I've never even met him. Perhaps...
If you say so. I won't press you now, but you will have to tell me what's going on. So, why were you looking?
I need to find something for Professor Fig, but it's in the restricted...
He can't get...
He was called away by Black at the last moment. I suppose
You want to show some initiative.
Precisely. You mentioned being clever enough not to get caught in the restrict...
And I am. Meet me outside the library.
How concerned should I be about the librarian?
Madam Scribner doesn't take kindly to clandestine activities taking place amongst her precious books. So do all that you can to avoid her.
What will happen if we're caught?
Detention, no doubt. But a word of caution or two will help. For one, aside from wanton destruction of property, he loves nothing more than...
Thank you, Sebastian.
Ёпта.
See there? That's the door we need to reach. And those annoying prefects would love nothing more than to rat on us to Scribner, so don't let them see us. Understood?
I can be sneaky. Let's go.
Hold on now. There's a spell you should know. The Disillusionment Charm. Good for getting places you're not supposed to be. Cast it and you'll appear as little more than a trick of the light, just as long as you keep your distance and stay quiet.
You mean I'll actually be able to turn invisible?
Something like that. It's not as foolproof as a cloak, but those are expensive. And spells are free. Give it a try.
Куда я устаю сейчас опять? На место нет, блядь.
Still here. Quick, behind the bookcase.
You told me the librarian would be gone by now.
I said usually, but it'll still be all right. Do you see her desk behind me? The key is in the drawer of that desk. Now, here's what we're going to do.
Wait, why do we need a key? Isn't there a spell for this?
Aloha Mora. That's how I always used to get in. But the librarian twigged that I knew the spell and cast an anti... So now it's just this key. I said I'd get you in, and I...
The key. Here it is.
Is someone there? Is that you, Peeves?
Никого тут нет, тебе
That
кажется.
wasn't so difficult after all. Now to find that book.
Oh, that one's charmed to look more useful than it is. It's fooled me twice. Never judge a tome by its cover, I say. Ghost, don't let her see you.
Prepare her. Leviosa.
Must we encounter students at all hours of the day and night?
Опа, а чё, как она спалила? А как она спалила?
Ghost, don't let her see you. Should be in the clip. There's no need for us to be skulking about.
So what is it you've been looking for?
I'm looking for a cure to help my twin sister, Anne, so that she can return to Hogwarts. Because Merlin knows everyone else has given up.
Why do you think you'll find a cure in the restricted section? Does the Hogwarts matron have nothing that can help Anne?
No! We've tried everyone from Nurse Blaney to St. Mungo's. But I can research on my own. No need to concern yourself with that right now. Let's focus on what you're after. Which is what, precisely?
I'll know it when I see it.
You're being awfully cryptic.
Reparo.
Who have we here? Sebastian Solo and his new little friend. Out exploring where they shouldn't be. Naughty, naughty. You'll get caughty.
Peeves, don't
I'm
you...
going to tell. I'm going to tell. I'm going to tell.
Oh, blasted Peeves! I've got to stop him, or at least get to the librarian with a good excuse for all of this.
How do I know you won't go to the librarian and blame this all on me?
Why would I do that? I like having friends who are in my debt. Now go. Good luck in your search. Now, where's that damned poltergeist got to?
I know just the spell to repair this armor.
Levioso! Reparo!
Of course, traces of ancient magic. That's it! There must be more to this room.
Да. Чего?
Да, ничего. Да, любимый? Ладно, папа завтра повезет?
Нет.
Папу спроси.
Папа завтра будет в дровосеках. Где он был? Я их сплю. Это уже там надо быть. Пальто надо вот всегда прийти. Ты ж, блядь, а теперь это...
Ну а чё, если ты жадный?
Да, конечно, иди ты в жопу, блядь.
Да. Сам знаешь, что это такое. Ну это правда жадный. Ну успокойся.
Ваня, знаешь,
Все знают, что...
будешь хуйню нести какую-то.
А, нет, ты не жадный.
Забери вообще вот это вот отсюда.
Что?
Вот это. Я тебе отдал, кого забрать. Окно я открыл, блядь, пришла уже, закрыла, когда сдохнуть можно. Замерзла, ты, блядь, здесь не сидела.
Да.
Откройте окно, блин, а? Имейте совесть, блядь.
Reparo. Levioso. Revelio. Accio.
Ah, I need to wake up that rune over there.
Ты должен, блядь, разбудить ту руну. Пожалуйста. Ну, конечно, блядь. Его нахер с этой капой. И нахер, ты надо встречаешься. Да что за говнище? Дрища.
Levioso. Incendio.
Что делать-то надо?
Accio.
Хуйня какая-то.
Revelio.
Тут сдохнуть можно. Ты ее наускиваешь, что ли? Ну, конечно, блядь. Ну, надо от меня.
Levioso. Reparo.
Что, блядь, разбудить-то, блядь?
Accio. Reparo.
Просил, блядь. Блядь. Откройте окно, а?
Not surprising. Guards at the ready. This must be the way forward, but to where? Nearly there. Best keep my wits about me. It is a book after all.
Ты подожди, кто-то кричит.
You wanted to see me? Headmistress Fitzgerald, Professor Rackham.
Miss Isadora Morganach, welcome.
Professor Rookwood, Professor Bakar.
We understand that you are adjusting well to life at Hogwarts.
I am.
I am glad. Especially in light of your unusual situation, starting as a 5th year.
As it happens, I was also admitted to Hogwarts as a 5th year. I've never heard of another like us.
Miss Morganach,
when we spoke yesterday after class, you asked about the beautiful swirls you saw years ago when we visited your hamlet.
I recognized you all immediately. I cannot thank you enough for what you did.
We were glad to help.
And yes, I did see swirls of magic everywhere that day. My father insists it was my imagination running wild, but it was certainly real to me.
It was not your imagination.
Percival, Professor Rackham can see them too. But we've never known of another who could.
I don't understand. What are they?
The whispers or traces that appear when a particular form of ancient magic is wielded.
Ancient magic?
Few are capable of wielding it. Hogwarts itself is a stronghold of ancient
Молодой,
magic.
симпатичный.
So if I can see traces of ancient magic, does that mean I can wield it too?
With the proper training.
But let us not get ahead of ourselves, Miss Morgan.
Before I can train you to wield such magic, you must first master all that Hogwarts has to offer.
A magic this powerful can do great harm in the wrong hands. It must be wielded by a select few. As such, we ask that you not speak to anyone about what we have discussed here today.
Полил такая.
Sebastian.
Sneaking in the restricted section again! I had thought we were through with this mischief. Clearly detentions are insufficient.
Скотина.
I'm afraid I must take this to the headmaster. But that being said,
Peeves informs me that you didn't come alone tonight. If someone has coerced you, I would have you tell me. You're a bright boy. Don't waste this.
There was nobody else. I came alone.
Oh, Sebastian. What will your uncle say?
Что дальше? Я хочу найти бронежилетку с кожей жопы дракона. Это есть. Доктор Блементаль. Ты, блядь, про Франкенштейна ни одной нет игры. Почему? Достойный персонаж, как по мне. И... Задание повезло. Фига, блядь. Ты кто? Я профессор Фига! Фигаро, блядь. Опа, ничего себе. Это что за допник?
Hello. I don't believe we've met.
Oh, hello. I'm Lenora. Pardon me if everyone thinks I'm utterly balmy. Samantha thinks I'm potty. But if I know Hogwarts, and I do, an empty frame doesn't appear for no reason.
Are there any other empty paint?
Yes, a few. This entire if I can work out the riddle of this one, I'll know what to do with all of them.
Куда ты лезешь, Злата?
As good a place as any to begin.
Have you gained any insights about the painting since?
I did discover that casting Lumos has an effect of some kind.
If I have the time, I may look.
I've been racking my brain. Do come and find me if you stumble on something illuminating that solves the mystery.
Летает. А это что за fuck you?
Levioso. Reparo. Incendio. Accio.
Ах ты же глаза.
Lumos.
Вот оно.
That spot must be a clue. I should look around in case it's nearby.
Не надо давить мне на это.
А ты отодвинься.
На пузырь.
This looks like the location.
Не надо, говорю, на пузырь давить.
What could be so special about it?
Злата,
Не знаю я, где она. Не Злата, блин.
отодвинься тогда.
Давить.
Отодвинься.
Да я не знаю, где Злата.
Accio.
Тут не надо, Злата.
Handy resource indeed, your field guide. I'm most pleased to be included.
Lumos. Let's get you back to your friend, little moth. Ha! I knew there was a connection. I should tell Lenora that I solved the puzzle of that empty frame.
Опа, вот это замута. Вот это прикольно было. Кручу-верчу, намутрить хочу.
Lenora, I solved the mystery of that painting.
You did? How?
I found the location depicted in the painting, and then I cast Lumos to guide a moth back to the frame.
All very logical, I suppose. Pity I was so close to solving it. You have a knack for solving riddles. Natty's good at that too. So is Meat, although he does tend to over-explain. Well, I'm glad someone figured it out. The moth! I should have seen that.
Reparo.
You cannot be serious. Goblins working with Rookwood makes no sense.
It is rather unorthodox, to say the least.
Unorthodox? It's inconceivable. It's... Ah, Fig. You have a visitor. I'll see what I can find out.
Sir, I was able to search the restricted section while you were with Professor Black. It was a book we were after.
What? That's... Wait. You accessed the restricted section? But how? Thinking on it, perhaps it's best you spare me the details.
Fair enough. In fact, the book was below the restricted section as it appeared on the map.
I want to hear everything. First, let's have a look. Oh dear. Some of these pages seem to be missing. It appears someone has got to the book before us. Still, I will need time to study what remains. Perhaps we can still salvage something useful, though it may take some time. I wonder why it was here, below Hogwarts.
I think I know, sir. I saw 2 more memories where I found the book.
Another pensive. Godric's heart.
The man we saw before, Percival Rackham, was a professor here. The first memory showed him and 3 other professors using ancient magic to restore a hamlet from a drought.
Miriam was right. And the second memory?
They were talking to a student who started as a 5th year, like I did. She could...
Why those memories? Now I'll have to take it with me to London. The headmaster...
What will you tell them about Mr. Osric's death?
I don't know how much I dare say. George tried to convince the Ministry about Ranrock, but to no avail. My instinct is to follow the path we are on for the moment and keep the details to ourselves until we know more.
I understand. I'll see what I can learn about the missing pages while you're gone.
Good. Don't neglect your studies. Your wand work is improving by the day. But you'll want to pay attention in herbology and potions.
Plenty to keep me occupied.
You've done exceptionally well. I look forward to seeing all that you've accomplished. Oh, And don't neglect your friends. You may be surprised by how much you can learn from them as well.
Meet me in Lower Hogsfield as soon as possible. I would like to talk to you about Rookwood and Harlow, and it might be best to do so outside of the castle.
Professor Fig and Weasley have asked that I teach you an additional defensive spell. Please complete the assignments I have given you, and then proceed to see me in my classroom.
Future champion coming through.
Hello, Lucan. Is the final...
Big match today. It all comes down to this. Ready for a shot at glory?
I certainly am.
Brilliant. Are you dealing with...
Yes, Natty.
Then let's get...
We can make this a real victory.
That's the spirit.
Accio. Reparo.
You're better than that!
Leviosa. There goes my way. Accio. Leviosa. Accio.
Don't shy away now.
Leviosa. Glad I didn't bet on that round.
What a victory! You've won the tournament!
That was nothing. I'm just getting started.
If the best duelists in the school weren't enough competition, then perhaps you should consider transferring to Durmstrang. Now, to the victor goes the prize! And so it is my great honor to present you with this simple yet elegant token of supreme dueling accomplishment.
I'm flattered, but I don't deserve such an honor.
Come now, you're the undisputed winner. You should revel in your accomplishment. Now that we've definitively crowned the tournament winner, I suppose I should get back to my schoolwork. Wonder how my herbology plants are doing. I haven't tended them in ages.
Hello, Lucan.
Excellent idea.
That'd be brilliant.
Wonder if you need to stop.
Accurate. Incendio. Incendio. Leviosa.
Good one.
Accurate. Incendio.
Excellent form.
Incendio. Leviosa. Accio.
You'll get it. Next time, Pat.
Accio. Incendio. Leviosa. Accio. Incendio.
Nicely done. Impressive wand work. I'd hate to face you in a duel.
It was only a training dummy.
True, but it's a difficult dummy. Seriously, well done. Training dummies will think twice before challenging you again. Even though you won the tournament already, I'm glad to see you haven't stopped training. Stay sharp.
How nice to see you, my young friend.
Smell. Is she growing Punja's onion again?
Good morning, Professor Garlic.
How wonderful it is to see you again, Lenora dear. Oh, here. You'll need these for today's class. A little treat for your auntie. Ah, hello. Class, please welcome the newest rose in our garden. We do look forward to growing together. How thrilling it is to have everyone back together again. This year will be filled with enchantment and excitement, but the most important thing cultivated in herbology is knowledge. The prudent herbologist is no more afraid of the venomous tentacular than the bouncing bulb. Now then, today we will be acquainting ourselves with the mellifluous tuber known as the mandrake root. Accio. Let's see if we can't make our fibrous friends a bit more comfortable, shall we? First, let's protect our ears. Now, everyone, grip their mandrake by the tendrils and give it a firm tug. The soil should envelop the root like a warm, dirty blanket, putting the mandrake right at ease. Reparo! I'm very sorry about that. Yours was a bit mature, I'm afraid. All right then, off you go. Splendid work, everyone. Now, for our next task, we'll be planting dittany at our... I wonder if hippogriffs like...
Yes, Professor.
Firstly, well done with your mandrake. They can be rather difficult to...
I'll say.
Well, yes. Of course, the cry of a mature mandragora can be fatal. So, now, as I mentioned, next we'll be planting dittany.
I already have some, Professor.
You visited the magic neep. Wonderful. I've arranged for you to have your own potting table here in the classroom. Wasn't easy. Plant the seeds there now, and you can return to harvest them later.
Let's see how to balance my star thistle arrangement. Niffler's fancy or roses?
Dittany's restorative properties make it a vital ingredient in the Wiggenweld potion, as you all should know from Professor Sharp's class. Well done! Once it can be harvested, your dittany will be ready to use in... Now, what say we branch out? You'll find that some plants are better suited... The cabbages do get testy without something to chew. Fortunately, I have a dummy for them to gnaw on. Beard.
Yes, Professor.
Come back and see me when you're finished. Oh, and...
Hello. Saw you on your way to Hogsmeade the other day. Nice to meet you. Nice work in Defense Against the Dark Arts, by the way.
Excuse me?
Your duel with Sebastian. And he's good. Thinks he's really good. But you outright slaughtered him. Here we are. Home. See that dummy? Just toss the cabbages up it, and they'll do the rest. Look at that! They'll chomp on anything they can get their mouths on. Mum planted some in her garden last year to keep the gnomes out. Did save her the de-gnoming, but they left her honking daffodils in tatters. Vicious little bastards, aren't they? My kind of plants. Not like stupid booba tubers and bouncing bulbs. The kind of plants that just have your back in a fight. Not saying you can't go it alone, but... well, imagine that wasn't a dummy.
Just because those cabbages will chomp on a dummy doesn't mean they do this.
It's chaos out there. Trolls in Hogsmeade and such. You can't be above. Dogweed and Deathcap has more of them, if you're keen. Other plants too. One's your pet. You get the idea. Anyway, we... Take your time. I'll see you back in class.
And with that helpful reminder as to why we should always wear our dragon hide gloves, I shall end our lesson here. Terribly sorry, Mr. Clopton.
I tended to the Chinese chomping cabbages.
Remarkable plants, aren't they? I hope they weren't too much trouble. Oh, and good, as you do seem to be quite green-fingered. Oh, I'm eager to see your skill in the soil.
Magical plants have so much to offer.
I'm glad. Herbology is a bounteous. Huh. Well, I suppose that's everything.
I should think, Professor Gar, those mandrakes are really relishing their new pots. Damned hearing.
I wouldn't bother yourself about that.
This looks intriguing.
It is good to see.
Hello, Natty. How are you? I hope you've recovered from our rather eventful trip to Hogsmeade.
I am well, but I have been worried about you, my friend. With Ranrock and Rookwood and Harlow after you?
I'm all right at the moment.
We did not speak about it at the time, but I am hoping now you might tell me why they were looking for you.
They want something that Professor Fig and I found at Gringotts.
When were you at Gringotts?
Just before we came to Hogwarts. In fact, it's why I was late to the sorting ceremony. A portkey brought us there after the dragon attacked our carriage.
What on earth?
There's one more thing. It's a bit odd, if I'm honest. Professor Fig says I have a rare connection to a powerful form of ancient magic.
Is that the magic you used fighting the trolls in Hogsmeade?
I think so. I'm still learning, but I can see traces of it, and I've cast magic I can't otherwise explain. I know that's a lot to absorb.
It is. And I will have more questions. For now, it is safe to say that Rookwood and Harlow are a threat to both of us, to all of us, which is why I wanted to speak to you. I realized something that day in Hogsmeade. You displayed such courage fighting that troll, and Serona wasn't intimidated one bit by Rookwood and Harlow. Both of you have inspired me to take a stand of my own.
What sort of stand?
Men like Rookwood and Harlow are the reason my mother and I left Matabeleland. I am not going to sit by and watch them destroy my new home.
Good. Rookwood and Harlow are a dangerous pair. And the fact that they're working with Ranrock, well...
All the more reason they must be stopped. Rumor has it that Theophilus Harlow runs Rookwood's day-to-day operations. Taking him down would cripple Rookwood's entire enterprise.
That may be true, but shouldn't Officer Singer handle someone like Harlow?
I spoke with her. She was polite, but perhaps understandably would not discuss details with a student. I overheard some of Rookwood's lot talking about a massive poaching operation that Harlow is planning. I was thinking that we could investigate a bit, try to get the...
All right.
I am going to watch and listen, find out precisely. In the meantime, remember...
Thank you, Natty.
Be on your guard.
I beg your pardon! How dare you threaten me?
What's going on here?